all we do is win, baby. All we do is win. Come on, guys. What's the long faces for here? Let me see some smiles. The Bears got a dub. Come on, guys. Where's the energy at here?
I shoot a Bears one, but I can't say that I win. But it's a pretty bad L, so I'm not feeling too well right now. A little emotional.
So your fantasy L overrides the Bears
supersedes.
W? Is that
He's a Packers fan anyway.
Absolutely, yeah.
What are you doing on the Squad Pod, Packers fan?
Hey,
all right, let me intro everybody in before I go in on this Bears dub, because apparently I'm the only one feeling amazing about this. But hey, everybody, welcome back to the Squad Pod. We are all here to bring you the sports news that you need to be paying attention to, right, guys? Right? And the most important news of the week, despite all the injuries in the NFL, the Bears got a dub. The Bears got a dub. I saw that, pork chop. I saw that, pork chop. The Bears got a dub. Let me intro us in. We got everybody here today for pod number 14. Hey, pod number 14, guys. Hey. Clap, 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 golf, clap, clap. All right, we got DGB, my man, Derek down here, statistician for the squad. He's got all the beautiful stats for us today. And then we got Porky Pork Chop here. Is Baby Sausage Link with you today or no? Are we not going to get the appearance?
No, she's knocked out. So
so we got Whisper.
We got
Whisper Porky. We got Whisper Porky today, and then we got my man Truth. How are you feeling today, man?
Glorious, per usual.
Glorious, even after that massive loss you took in fantasy football.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry. I fell for you last night.
Pounder forever still, but I'm switching the name as soon as the week starts. Football week starts. Going right back to show me your TDs because that's all I need right now.
Like I said, welcome back, guys. Welcome back. This is episode 14. Thank you guys for listening with us today. We got a lot to talk about, so this is going to be an awesome 30 minutes. Of course, we're going to talk about the Bears dub. That's the most important thing that the squad wants to cover, because how many more do we have of that this year? Then honestly, I know it's week two, but I do want to talk about our playoff hopes, because I was reminded that this weekend that the playoffs have been extended. Like, there's more teams inside this year's playoffs. So starting 2-0, not too bad. After that, I guess we can talk a little bit more about the NFC North, because it's still looking pretty good. What else we got? Talk about the rest of the NFL. Like I said a little bit earlier, we had a lot of injuries this weekend, something that we really haven't seen before. A lot of top names getting down. But after that, we got some NBA stuff, because, NBA is still happening, and the finals are, like, right around the corner. So, yeah, we're definitely going to speak about that. But before we get into that, let's talk about the important topic, and that's the Bears dub. Now, I came in with the energy. No air quotes. Stop it.
Yeah, I
We're
do.
2-0. Hey, there's 32 teams in the NFL. We are one of 11 that are undefeated.
Week 2.
But yet, I'm the only one that's coming in here with this energy. What's going on here, fellas? Come on. What's going on?
Man, I'll match you. I'll say this, right? I saw somebody said something that was like, you'll take an ugly win over a beautiful loss any day. And it's like, okay, that makes me feel a little bit better as a Bears fan. Because it's like, yeah, you're damn right. I'll take that ugly W. There were some good parts in there, but some things to temper your expectations. We're playing the Giants. So that is something, but hey, yeah, starting off 2-0, you can't start off any better, in the record book. So, hey man, yeah, we got to see what we can do. Week 3,
pretty much, yeah.
No, there's a but. It's the Giants and the Lions. That's getting Lions, like you said last week, they had that surprising defense that they showed this week against the Packers. Again, super surprising, but the Packers still won. Then we face the Giants. Saquon goes down. Like, our defense did good. They did good, but do they continue to do good with Saquon in the second half? We didn't score at all the second half. Another dirty, ugly win for us. But a win is a win. A dub's a dub. 2-0 starting off in our division. That's huge, matching the Packers. So I'll take it. But it wasn't pretty. It wasn't pretty.
Come on, Debbie Downer. All right, Pork Chop, bring the energy up a little bit, maybe. Come on. What you got to say?
So I was not as thrilled initially And then I went to look at the total yards. So the Pittsburgh Steelers, they put up 294 yards against the Giants. The Bears put up 304. A little bit of progress. They put up better passing yards, but we got 135 rushing yards. So that's something to look forward to.
Right.
Definitely was steady.
Yeah, it's getting implemented. It's just Mitch.
Wait, no, Mitch looked good Sunday. Come on now,
the first half.
He had
the
some
second
moments
half
again. Yeah, right.
I haven't seen a full game of Mitch that's worth watching. I watched Justin Herbert, a rookie, come out of nowhere and look decent in the second half too.
We'll have to talk more about Justin Herbert too, because like that whole story is crazy. But yeah, the Mitch thing, yeah, I agree. It was just a little bit of peaks and valleys again, kind of the same thing we experienced in week 1. Largely kind of missing some of the throws that could lead to bigger plays, but he did have some really nice moments. The Darnell Mooney touchdown throw and catch, there were those parts mixed in, but kind of a mixed bag.
Still can put him on the list of the lower end quarterbacks for the week though. Like he's up there with Daniel Jones, Hodgkins, whatever the dude's name from Washington. Yeah, I mean he was one of the lower end quarterbacks of the Haskins. There you go. And Wentz too. Wentz did horrible, and they're all in the same category. So he saw a great performance from him or good performance from him in the first half, but again disappeared second half. So it's he flipped it on us. Last week it was the complete opposite. So we can't just get a full game of that.
Technically, we saw 3 straight quarters of straight fire from Mitch Trubisky. If you're taking the fourth quarter from the Lions game and adding it to the first and second, it's progress, guys. It's only week 2. We didn't have a preseason. Let's stop being Debbie Downers and let's enjoy the fucking win. No, I'm just kidding.
Well,
I'll swallow that pill when we actually get to the playoffs.
All I'm saying is we got the W. And I'm happy with that. And I don't know how many more that we're going to get. Listen, I'm still, just like many other Bears fans, there's a lot of Bears fans. If you look at Twitter, if you saw Facebook, yeah, we're happy about the win. But we are nervous. We are nervous. Realistically, we're looking at Falcons, Colts, Buccaneers, Panthers, Rams within the next 5. Out of those 5, 3 and 5, giving us, 5 and 2? Wow, don't listen to me, Siri. That's crazy.
No, the Bears are going to suck.
All right.
And 5, actually.
No, so I mean,
no, they got the Carolina game.
Yeah, we got the Carolina.
6,
that's the worst defense, that's the worst defense in the league. And then
but my question then for Professor, what do you think? Does Mitch make it out of week 5 against Tampa? Because I mean, that's Atlanta's defense isn't great, whatever. But we probably won't win just because their firepower on offense is good. And then the Colts defense is pretty good, and then so is Tampa Bay. So does Mitch get out of that to make it to that easy Carolina game? Yes.
He does, because we're gonna win this Falcons game. The Falcons are trash, guys. Do you guys not see that? They're trash. I know they have awesome firepower.
I'm not saying that their defense isn't good, but our offense hasn't shown to be good either. And our defense probably can't, that'll be the biggest test offensively by a mile. For this.
It's going to be a greater test than going up against Brady for sure.
No, this will be a good test for us. But I've seen sparks in our passing game. Like you said, Mooney looked good. A-Rob, we'll talk about A-Rob in a little bit, just literally in a couple minutes. But A-Rob is A-Rob. Miller looked great week 1. Our run game started to pick up this week. Falcons looked awful in defense completely. This should be a Mitch game. This should be a good game for us. I get it. I see all your faces. I'm actually going hardcore in on the Bears this week. And then the Colts, same thing. Colts defense, we thought Indianapolis was going to have a good defense this year. They're looking very shaky, giving up the win to Jacksonville, who we thought would completely suck this year. And then who did they face this weekend?
What team? No,
Vikings.
Week 1.
They faced the Vikings.
Oh yeah,
Vikings. Oh, so the Colts face the Vikings this week.
Absolutely horrible.
So if Kirk Cousins tears that defense up, and Kirk Cousins is trash. Again, we'll talk about Kirk Cousins again in a little bit. But
one fantasy point.
I see us the Buccaneers is probably could possibly be our first L. I want to put that energy out there, and I don't want to look like a fool because this is recorded, but I'm very optimistic. Like, it's looking good. But off the Bears. No, not off the Bears. Off the schedule.
Let me say one thing about your take there.
Go for it.
Okay, so just two quick things. So it's like Atlanta's defenses look like trash, but look at the quarterbacks that they've played against. Russ and then Dak, who you would agree are light years ahead of Mitch, correct? So that's that. And then looking at the other side of it, when we play the Colts, their biggest thing is running the ball, and their offensive line is a strength.
Right.
Look at what the Lions did to us with Adrian Peterson and a decent offensive line where they just ran it down our throats. So it's like that to me gives a little bit of pause with Indy. So it's like, yeah, coming out of it with one loss,
but they
I
have
hope
Phillip
so.
Rivers.
I'm here for you.
They have Phillip Rivers. Phillip Rivers
But he has all day to throw.
He doesn't want to win. He doesn't want to
mean,
win. He's going to give up the game. He does not want to win. Like, I'm confident.
I mean, I could agree with that, but it's just going to be, are the Bears able to do enough? But I don't know. I think, the Colts just lost Malik Hooker too. They're, Pro Bowl type safety. So
true. Very true.
Who knows?
Very true. Hey,
But
it's okay. It's okay. We can move on.
I hope so for our
I can sound like
fans' sake.
But this is recorded. All of you guys will look like this Packers fan after in 3 weeks, and I will laugh at all of you when we're 4-0. I will laugh.
I'll buy you
wrong.
a beer. I will buy you a beer for that because I hope so, but I just don't believe
I know.
it.
I'm going to say, well, what's the betting line? Look at that.
What's the return here?
Yeah.
All right. So, last thing about this game, give a grade. Give a grade. If we had to give I'm going to kind of combine our grades and we'll give the squad overall grade. I don't know. I'm trying something new here. So let's start with
Cool.
Truth gives week 2 Bears. What grade would he give him?
Give it a C plus.
C plus. All right.
C plus. Yep.
Pluses. That's a plus. You really want to? Okay.
Not quite a B. 17
right,
points. Give me at least 21 points in the game.
All right. Porky.
Not from the defense.
I'd have to say the same. I can't go to a solid B.
Okay. And then DGB.
Yeah, and I was going to say a B minus because if you look at it, Robert Quinn had his first game, and I think it was like his first play had a sack, and
first play out.
So it was like it's good to have that on the opposite side, an actual pass rusher. For all the good things Leonard Floyd did, not a good pass rusher. But Robert Quinn stepped in, so that was like an improvement there. I'd like to see a little bit more in the next couple games from the defense, so it was okay. And then some of those drives from Mitch were nice, like sustained drives in the first half. So second half, kind of faltered a bit. So I'd say a B minus, getting the win and all of that.
Awesome. All right. Now,
A plus for you, Professor, or
me?
what?
I was actually going to say solid B. I was going to say solid B. So I was thinking about how to combine that, but I think that would still. You said
Actually be.
Porky, did you say C or C plus? You said exactly C plus.
Yeah,
C plus. Yeah.
Turns,
right? All right. So
yeah.
Fine.
So
I give it B
C
minus. C
B
plus
minus
is
and a B.
it's like a B minus, right? That's right.
Yeah.
The squad B minus grade for week 2. That's what we give the Bears. Hey, that's better than week 1, I would think. So we're moving on up. And the next week is going to be a B. And then it's going to be a B plus. We're just going to get better and better. 16-0. How else?
The optimism.
Love the
Love
optimism. Exactly. You love the optimism, bro. Keep that energy because someone in the pod has to have that energy.
Mhm.
All right. A-Rob looked okay. As we all know, he's going through some contract issues with the Chicago Bears. Last week, Extend A-Rob went all over Twitter, went all over the internet. And teammates coming out, publicly speaking out for him, need to extend him. And then he goes up and gives an interception in week 2. Now, he said his play will not affect this contract will not affect his play. I'm not saying it did, but that I don't know if you guys saw the interception, the 50-50 ball. Mitch threw the A-Rob, and it was given up. And it's just like, I don't know. Is he still looking? Are you guys still on the A-Rob, extend A-Rob train?
Oh, yeah.
Definitely.
Pay him, and he probably would have thought
That's
it.
the energy I'm looking for. That's the
You know?
I was
energy I'm
like, wait, where are you? Like, I hope it's not going to this. No.
It's like,
Yeah,
that
he
ball
was-
looks catchable, but I need at least like 18 mil in my pocket before I can do that. So, like,
Well,
He's
first,
like, y'all
how do you
extended
sign?
Tariq? No.
Yeah, exactly. How do you sign Tariq? and just leave him when in the midst of everything. And he was targeted 9 times. Like, everybody knows if it's going more than 5 yards, they're looking for A-Rob. Like,
well, we'll see what Mooney brings up because he was looking pretty good. That rookie was looking great. But okay,
Yeah.
we're on the same page. Yeah, Bears, please extend that man at ASAP. Please.
Get us some tight end action too, bro. That's
what she said.
Like, let's get those guys involved. Come on. Like, we have a whole offense over here. Dude. We're just
tight end action. Let's go. Love it.
Do something different, man. Like, something special.
They're waiting for Nick for
really
that.
Do.
All right, so
pretty much.
NFC North. It's not looking good, buddies. It's not looking good. So we got us undefeated. You also got the Green Bay Packers, who also undefeated, whatever. And then you got the Lions, 0-2, again giving up the lead to the Packers. They just don't want to win either. They're like the embodiment of Phillip Rivers. If Phillip Rivers was on the Lions, that's perfect. That would be the perfect team. But Matt Stafford is also Phillip Rivers as well, too, so that works. But Lions suck. Vikings look like the worst team in the NFL. The worst.
I don't know. There's some other ones, but they're not looking good. The Vikings, man, just off a steep cliff.
Yeah.
That's what happens when you trust Kirk Cousins. So, again, like I said in the intro, I forgot that the playoffs were extended. How many teams did they add? 2 teams?
Yes, sir. 2 teams on each, so seven in total.
Right. Yep. So, with that being said, NFC South looking very confusing. You got Tampa Bay 1-1. You got the Saints 1-1. Drew Brees didn't look like Drew Brees last night. Well, actually, no. Drew Brees looked like 41-year-old Drew Brees. You know what I'm saying? We'll see about the NFC South. NFC West.
That man some glasses, dude.
What'd you say?
Get that man some glasses. Come on. Can't see down the field, bro. It's ridiculous. He killed my game. I'm sorry. He killed my game last night, dude. Killed my vibe. That game was full of anxiety for me, bro. Like, took my first out. Whatever. Continue.
Hey, you got the spotlight. Talk it out, buddy. You lost by 1 point in fantasy. Go for it.
I lost by 1 point in fantasy.
1 point. Oh shit, man!
Yeah, I have the Saints defense. I have the Saints kicker, and I have Emmanuel Sanders, who's supposed to be receiver 1. Thomas is out,
Smith.
Right? Traquan, and who's number 11?
That's Traquan.
Yeah,
it's Traquan's 10.
No.
Who's number 10?
Oh.
Yeah, it's a little dude. Something Harris.
Harris, right?
Something
Yeah, he's also
M,
like on the kick return team. Yeah, he's a quick guy. He's a quick receiver.
Yeah, he's
quick.
Fast.
Very quick.
So I can see how he was getting away, but like I don't know if Sanders just was not in his playbook or whatever. But obviously he's going to go to Kamara. But man, that shit killed my season. Not my season, but it killed my game. My season.
It's over.
Tossing it out.
Projecting already.
Throw it away.
Right to the trash. Nah, but it was
you gonna sell any of your players or?
I'm out.
Throw the fantasy team away. Gotcha. All right, so we give the grid. You give the Bears a B-. We want A-Rob to be extended, and the Vikings and Lions look like trash. Meaning we should get in the playoffs. Yes, I say yes. What do you guys say?
Was that 14 more weeks? But yeah.
I mean, yeah. With this start, judging off of that, it's like
right.
We've got a hell of a shot just because there is that additional team, and since so many other divisions in the NFC besides, the West have all like 1-1 or 0-2 teams, so it's a good head start, a little bit of a jump, but let's see when we get into the meat of this schedule.
All right, Debbie Downers, what do you guys say?
I see it. I mean, just because of the division that we're in. I mean, Aaron Jones carried Green Bay, literally. So it's already dysfunctional in Green Bay. So and that's the thing, right? We can make it to the playoffs and go through, and whatever quote Derek said, that's going to be the embodiment of the season, right? It's all going to feel dirty and ugly and like. But I don't want to lose by Mitch when the time comes, and that's what I'm scared of. Yeah.
I mean, okay, listen. Let me before Truth, you give your Debbie Downer take. Yes, Pork Chop. Mitch will lose us a couple games this season, but it will only be a couple, and he will learn from that. Man, you guys are making me into a Trubisky truther here. I'm not gonna lie. Like I feel it rising up. I feel it. But go ahead.
18 for 28, baby. Wow. He was on fire.
I mean, we'll see. We'll make it. We'll make it to the playoffs. I don't know. I'm seeing the Vikings. I mean, it's the Vikings. Like, I feel like they'll turn up at some point in the season. So, like, it's going to be pretty interesting where they could even tie a record with us. And then Packers are sitting comfortably in first place. It's one of those situations. But if not, then, yeah, you know, I mean, it's only week 2, so it's kind of way too early to tell. But if Mitch has those ugly games and we still end up winning, it's going to be because of our defense. And
do you have us in the playoffs?
Oh,
that's hard. That's horrible. That's horrible, bro. That's horrible.
Yeah, I don't. I really don't. I'm sorry.
Nice. Yo,
it's too early.
Hey, everybody, go and like and subscribe our stuff. First of all, like this video. You're watching it to this. If you're watching it this long, you really fuck with us. You might as well subscribe and like that shit right now. Go ahead and also follow us on Twitter and Instagram at DaSquad Chicago. We'll soon be looking for a new 4th member because this guy, Truth, his takes, insane. So shoot us some DMs.
I go opposite Twitter. Of what everyone else is going. So
hey, and we're also on Facebook now, DaSquad Chicago. Go follow us there. On game days, we're working out some stuff. We might be doing some live game chat stuff. So go check us out there too. But yeah, well, we're looking for a 4th member. But so dope. So 3 out of 4 of us have us in the playoffs. Yeah, no. Anything you got anything else besides the massive injuries? My goodness. Oh my goodness. The NFL was riddled with it. I've never seen a week. Hold on. I have this up here. Let me bring this
dropping
up.
Like flies, dude.
Oh, yeah. Dropping, bro. Saquon Barkley, ACL. And I saw he had an MCL sprain, so he can't even like repair his ACL for another month. Like, yikes. That's bad.
I mean, that's swelling thing though. More so than anything else. But it's because he had something with, I think, a meniscus a little bit too. But it's, you know, until they can get in there with swelling, I mean, it doesn't matter. You know, it can't do any more damage. It's just waiting for that to go down so it's better to operate. But
doesn't that mean longer, like, recovery time, though? So, like, usually...
right? If they were able to do it now, it's like, you know, 9 months from now, whatever. But, so,
Do you think you'll miss a little bit of the season next year? Just to start off.
Well, I mean, even if he has it in before, obviously you'd think, or before Thanksgiving, right? So it's like after 9 months there, it's like right about the beginning of the season.
Okay.
So, you know, he might be able to get something in, but I mean, they were saying with some of that injury, man, it's like better to let it just go and not like think everyone is going to be like Adrian Peterson, you know, because that guy's an outlier. So, you know, don't expect that. But it'll be a difficult rehab too.
Yeah, Saquon Barkley, Nick Bosa over 49ers, Raheem Mostert, Paris Campbell, Jimmy Garoppolo.
Really, is Saquon going to want to come back, though? Like, when you look at some of these injuries and these players and things like that, like, is Saquon really going to say, yeah, I want to rush this as quick as possible to get back to the Giants?
Yeah, I think so. Did you look at his Instagram? Like, he deleted all of his Instagram and he just put a picture up of Kobe. That's it. There's nothing else. Like, that man has one mentality, and that's getting back on the field as soon as possible. So, yes, even though this is his third year,
straight up.
This is going to be the most important year of his contract because this is his 3rd year as a rookie on his rookie deal. He was supposed to sign the extension next year, so he would have been one of those. He wouldn't have been a free agent, but he would have been one of the running backs next year making money. But now after this injury, I don't know if that's going to happen. So.
Because he's only got legitimately without injuries like 1 full year under his belt, right? So he's really just counting on talent at this point, which, you know, people are going to bet on. But
it's there.
Dude, talent is there. It's obviously there. Yeah, he's easily number 1 running back in the league under Kamara's like making that tough, but easily can be. You know, he's proven that. But someone's going to bite. But like, damn, dude, this guy's injuries are
crazy.
And that's the thing. I don't know. I am not for running backs continuously trying to jump over people. Your body is up in the air.
Did you see?
That didn't even happen for this one.
Yeah,
it wasn't even how he got injured.
Tried to do that, and he almost got he had to go out after that. Like, he landed straight on his head. It was absolutely.
Yeah.
Come on, man. No,
he believed he can fly, and he fell harder tn R. Kelly.
Yo, stop. Yo, wow, bro. Chill out. All right.
Chill out.
We're coming up to that 30-minute mark a little bit. Actually, we're a little bit past it. So I did want to talk about the NBA a little bit because that's still happening. But to be honest with you guys, I haven't seen a full NBA game in over a week.
Weird. It's weird that we went from like no sports, so it was like right when the NBA came back, it was like boom, watching every game,
Every day.
and now we have all sports,
Right.
and it's like, how can I consume all of this? So
Yes,
it's been like, weird, man.
Mhm.
Weird transition.
I'll take the highlights on the sports
But-
later on. But Porky, last time I had we had an intro plan for you too and everything, but we didn't do that pod. But last time you were right. Nuggets won. Is there anything you want to say about that before they lose to the Lakers?
It's if might cut out, but yeah, no, I when it comes down to players and coaching, I just saw that they have it. When you have somebody like Kawhi that is just a freak of nature athlete, but yet he wanted to play with Paul George. That was just so suspect to me. Why do you do that? Like, come on, you had I would have picked Toronto to win everything this year if he would have stayed with them, hands down.
That's right.
But he went around and said, "I want to play with my buddy Paul George." This is what happens when you give players control. They do it for you.
Leave him alone.
Are they?
Leave
I feel like that's
Hometown.
that's like a KD effect. Like you just feel like you can play for any team and any other star or any other player and be like, I'm going to get a championship. I feel like that's what they're on. Kawhi.
Yeah, and it's like
you guys, you did
the
not
KD effect.
that KD effect. Did you not just
Yup.
that KD?
Straight
Like,
up.
Ron is literally sitting right there. You can name this any type of effect, and you went.
yeah, you went with KD.
Well,
and that's the thing,
think
right?
about it though, because if you're going to compare, Kawhi went to fucking Toronto 1 year, got a championship. Okay, KD goes to Golden State Warriors for what, 2 years,
Kawhi got
2
traded.
years, right?
Kawhi got traded.
Got championship.
Kawhi got traded with
Okay.
with Toronto, so that's different.
Okay, yeah.
Didn't he demand a trade though? So that's an asterisk with that. But he said trade me. So, but yes. But so with that too, I think going back to now the current situation, AD really, I didn't think he was going to play a true center. I thought this game might go 5 or 6 series, but AD really was like, no, I'm going to play anywhere and everywhere. I don't think he was going to do it. I don't think he could. I don't think he wanted to, and he did, and it's ridiculous. He's going to a dude that size, that big, and then going to go step back 3 and win the game. That was disgusting.
Absolutely.
Yeah. I mean, it's great. Your Nuggets made it to the playoffs finally, blah, blah, blah. But let's just not forget the fact that I called the Lakers to win the championship. So here we are. It'd be great for the Nuggets to have an upset. Yeah, that'll be great. But
way to take the favorite and stand proud on that tee. Good job.
It's LeBron, yeah, right. I took the GOAT right now or whatever.
But my question is, have they won yet? Have they won yet?
They haven't won yet, but they're going
because
to.
I remember the last time we did a podcast, you guys, I think I heard Miami.
Been through this exercise.
I heard Miami was about to get swept by the Celtics. I heard.
I said 6.
No. I said there's going to be a sweep. I didn't say what direction it was going to go.
No. There's a lot of hate on Miami. Now, I know they lost his last game against the Celtics, and it's 2-1 right now.
And it could be 2-1 the other way.
I think the Miami Heat will win the championship. So, yes, Terrence, they might get to the finals.
They're not going to get past the Celtics. Because I'm sticking with my 4-2 record with Miami Heat and the Celtics. They're not going to win another match.
If Boston pulls this out, they have a 7-game series against the Lakers, which I don't know who's going to win. If Miami goes, they're going to get swept or maybe win 1 game.
That's a good take.
That's what the people want. They want Lakers and Celtics, dude. Like, that's
Tyler Hero, though. Dude, Tyler Hero, he's been solid. Unexpected. He's been the reason why, a major contribution of why they've been so good. For a young guy to get that composed, that's great.
Talking about the number 1 rookies, well, what rookie is still playing? You know what I'm saying? So that's important. Anything else that you guys wanted to cover? I know we went over our 30 minutes this time. That's my bad. But Bears won. I was hyped. I apologize. But
well, I want to go back to basketball though, okay? Because like DGB said, it could be a different series. I think it was the second game. Marcus Smart is standing 3 feet away from the hoop, okay? He's like doing jumping jacks, right? And Tatum has the ball, is like pump fakes, wait, and then he puts up a terrible three. Like, yo, that goes against everything of the philosophy of your team. And the dude, he probably could have did burpees and everything down there, and he didn't even look at him. That is why bubble basketball has been driving me insane.
So you don't like the ISO basketball. You did say that. I think you did say that. I do recall you saying that.
For the most part, the Celtics don't play ISO or hero ball at all. It's like they've been one of the teams that have been predicated on the movement. So in that one time, they killed them for it. So maybe that's an emphasis that Brad Stevens makes. But I mean, that series could be 2-1 the other way. And then, I mean, looking at, the Nuggets, without that Anthony Davis 3, they'd be with, in the win column. So, that's kind of just how it goes sometimes. But yeah, man, I don't know. It'll be interesting to watch the rest of the games because they're all close. They've been pretty close games.
All right, off track, off topic completely. Professor, what are you eating right now?
Oh, I'm sorry.
That looked like candy that you just put on your fork.
Straws?
A sour punch straw?
Yeah, sour punch straws, exactly.
I'm like, wait, that doesn't look like food. That looked like candy. He ate it off of a fork. You bougie, you use your
you got
hands.
pasta over there? Well, that's a weird.
Bro, I have a giant box of them. Like I've just been just downing them like all week. It's great.
We went to the pumpkin patch this weekend, and we bought a full pie and 2 individual pies, as well as pumpkin bread.
Ooh.
Yes.
All right, so I'll see you in like an hour and a half or so.
Over soon, boy. Oh my gosh.
This is the season for that, boys. It's gonna be really cold out here in Chicago.
What's this fact?
Not ready.
All right. So, we had some decent takes this time. And I said last podcast that this podcast we will bring back. He's on fire. So, remember the rules of He's on Fire, guys. You can vote for anyone except for yourself. The highest gets 10 to 15 seconds to talk about whatever he wants to talk about. And we'll start with you, Truth. Tell the truth. Who is on fire today?
I'm gonna have to go with pork chop.
Ooh. Pork chop was roasting.
Yeah. I mean, he agreed on like 1 or 2 things that I said, so like so, let's keep that going.
All right, Porky, are you gonna share the love? Who was on fire?
I'm not gonna share the love. Sorry, Truth.
No, I'm actually in the back of the class, like, don't pick me right now.
Yeah,
please.
So actually, who I believe was on fire was Professor. He had some solid points in which us Chicagoans were very emotional. We looked past that, and I do got to give it to Professor.
All right. Porky. Give it to the Professor. DGB, who do you give it to?
I'm going to go with Porky because he's still, he still is correct with the Nuggets being in there. And I feel like that really needs to be a debt owed after shitting on the Nuggets so hard when it seemed like that series was over. So, hat tip, sir.
Very nice. Very nice. And then just to throw a little anarchy, I'm going to say DGB because whatever. Fuck you, Porky. No, I'm just kidding. All right, Porky, you got the floor. He is on fire. Let's go. What you got?
All right. I'd like to shout out to our fantasy football league. Year over year, we've continuously grown this thing to be such a beautiful organization in which there's a demand. People are like, yo, do you have a spot open? And you know why? Because we make this fun. We make it competitive. I threw a whole bunch of shade to 2 individuals in the league, and one of them stepped up. He called me out, and he laid the smackdown on me this week. And you know what? The horseshoe fell out, Sean, and I'm coming after you. Week 6, it's over. You're done.
You're doing this on. Yo, you're coming at you're shouting them out and coming after them at the same time. Am I making sure
yes.
It's clear? Okay.
All of the above, all of the smoke. I'm on fire. I'm Super Saiyan, if you will. I think I used that term correctly.
Super Saiyan.
I'm dead. All right. Yo,
2 more hot points. 2 more hot points. Shout out to the Cucamonga Cracker Killers. I thought they were going to be mediocre this year, and I thought they were going to be 8-8 like the Bears. zing. But they're coming out swinging. And
That
to the
came from left
rookie,
field. What?
to the rookie, yo, man, just change that name. Kanye hasn't done anything good in 20 years, bro. So you got all type of negative vibes at you. You need to change your name to have something good for you. So you want change? There you go.
No Yeezy for 2020. Yeah, all right.
No Yeezy for 2020. There you go. That's all you need.
Like I said earlier, if you watch this long, you might as well like and subscribe because this is what we do. Follow us on
Just
Twitter.
make it look sexy, dude.
Shut up. Follow us on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram at DaSquad Chicago. We all thank you so very, very, very much. We out.